This is the story of the fisherman and the mysterious lake creature. It was a pleasant Friday and I just got off work. On my way home, I saw a big lake that's about 20 minutes away from home. I thought it's perfect for fishing the night. I got home changed and started packing my fishing box and load up my kayak. I jumped in my car and drove off, feeling very excited for the fishing trip. It's a spot I never fished before. I remembered thinking there's got to be some big fish in that lake. I got to the lake, checked it out to decide where to go. There was a sign that said no swimming deep water. I thought it's perfect. Deep water means big fish, right? I got my kayak on the water and started rowing to the deep end of the lake. There was a lot of movement on the water. There's got to be fish. I stopped at a spot that looked deep, teeming with life. It was about in the middle of the lake. I put anchor and started fishing. It must have only been 5 minutes for the first fish to bite. It was a decent-sized catfish. I got settled in for the night. It was getting dark. I wanted to take a picture of my catfish before releasing it, but I forgotten my phone in the car. By this time, it's 8 p.m. and night was setting in. I caught a few smaller fish. At 9 p.m., the lake was a ghost town, no fish was biting. Now the waiting game for that big fish I came here for. I waited an hour, but nothing. I moved a little to the right, trying to find fish. Right before I dropped anchor, suddenly something big moved right behind the kayak. I carefully dropped the anchor, trying not to scare whatever it was away. It might be that big fish. I tried to listen carefully if it will pop up again. I dropped a big piece of bait in the water, trying to lure that big fish. But things started to get weird. I heard a weird noise in the water, like a gargling sound. It sounds like something is drowning or gasping for air. I quickly shined my light on the spot it was coming from. There's definitely something there. I just can't tell what it is. It looks like a log floating on the water. It's just not close enough to tell. I looked around me with the flashlight, but the sound is gone and there's no movement. I just sat with my fishing rod in the dark waiting, still thinking about that weird sound I heard. I thought, well, if it was a log floating on the water, it should still be there, right? I turned on my light and looked back at where the log was, but it's gone. How can it be, I thought. I searched all around me, but there's no floating log. That's when I thought about the sign I saw. I'm thinking maybe it's an alligator, but there's definitely no alligators in my area. There's not supposed to be. Can't be. But what was it then? My thoughts was running wild, thinking maybe it was a mistake coming out here in the first place. Should I leave or brush it off and keep fishing? I'm all alone in the dark, miles away from anything on my kayak in the middle of the lake. Not to mention my phone's in the car. I was getting scared a little. I started to reel my line in to go just a bit closer to land, just for in case. But honestly, I was just scared. While I'm pulling my anchor in, something grabs on the rope, almost pulls me in. This is not normal. It's not a fish. I could hear my anchor drop on bottom of the lake. I sat in fear. I can't go anywhere with the anchor down, and neither can I pull it up. Something won't allow me to, whatever it is. I'm shaking with fear. Whatever it is, it's big. I'm too scared to move. Maybe it's attracted to movement. Maybe I should just cut the rope and leave the anchor. I don't know.
I'm scared.
I need to get off this lake. I just want to go home. I slowly cut the rope. It's off. I'm hoping I would float away closer to land without having to paddle. There's that sound again. Something is paying attention to what I'm doing. Whatever it is, it's smart. I begin to paddle carefully with my hands. I'm going to try and scare it away. I'm not going to be a sitting duck. I turn on my flashlight and start pounding my paddle on the water, screaming, pounding and screaming. I stop after a few seconds to look and listen. Maybe it worked. As I'm trying to get away, it bumped my kayak. It's right under me. This is nothing I encountered before. I don't want to die. Not now. Not like this. No one knows I'm here. They will never find me. I regret coming here. But what can I do? I quickly start paddling to get away while I can. This thing is behind me again. I can hear it swimming and breathing. It's chasing after me. I stopped and looked back, but that was my biggest regret. What I saw shook me. I started crying. I yell in tears, "Let me go, let me go," and hitting my paddle on the water. It dives under the water. What will it do? I can't tell what it is. It's monstrous. I need to go. I'm paddling with every bit of strength I have. I'm still too far away. I'm just gonna try to get to any part of shore. I just need to get off the water. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just trying to get away. Anywhere off the water. I'm praying for my life, begging for land. Please, please. I can hear it still coming after me. I stopped once more, screaming, hitting the water. It disappears again. It's terrorizing me, crying, begging it to stop. God, please. I'm almost there. Suddenly, I just hear a bashing sound. I'm in the water. Pushed me over. I'm trying to get back on the kayak. It's going to catch me. The kayak is upside down. I managed to get up. All my stuff's in the water. Paddle, light, rod, everything. I just laid on the kayak crying. Then I remembered. I'm about 30 meters away from shore. Should I swim? There's no time for thinking. It's do or die. I hesitated. I sat there for a few minutes, thinking, it's going to be a hell of a swim. It's going to be chasing me. I have to swim, or it will come to get me anyway. Maybe the bait that fell in the water will keep it busy, if that's what he's after. I can't hear anything, so maybe he's eating the bait. This is my time. I'm going to jump. I jumped in. I'm swimming as fast as I can, but all the clothes I have on is slowing me. I struggled to swim, but I have to keep going. I'm swimming and praying. Please stay away. I'm 5 meters away when my jacket gets snagged on a branch underwater. I'm struggling to get it off. I can hear it pushing my kayak around. I knew it was looking for me. I just pulled as hard as I could. The branch broke loose. It's coming. I swam as hard as I could. I can feel the bottom under me. Almost there. I start running, pulling my jacket off as I'm running. I ran straight to my car. I can't get in. The key's gone. I smashed the window, got in. Luckily, my phone. It's there. I started laughing, crying. Laugh, cry. The one thing I needed the most. I called my friend crying and laughing. I just told him to come. He wouldn't understand. I must have sounded insane to him. But it's over. I'm safe. No one will believe me anyway.